Okay, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors and blessings to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Peace and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel and to all the brothers on the four corners of the earth who are preaching and teaching these prophecies of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. My name is Aria Al Yahweh, coming at you out of Honolulu, Hawaii, with another lesson. Lord willing, it will magnify and glorify the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai and be edifying. Okay? I just got to work about almost an hour ago. So I was kind of meditating on what's going on around the world. So I said, let me go to the New York Post and see what they got on there, because usually you read the New York Post, you don't have to go no further than the front page to see that we are living in the last days that's spoken of in the scriptures, right? And look at the cover. Look what it says. Outrage in America. New York City protesters arrested as chaotic scenes erupt across the United States after Roe versus Wade ruling. See, it says thousands of protesters took to the streets across the country. And what country is that? America, Babylon the Great. After the Supreme Court overturned the landmark Roe versus Wade decision. And if you haven't been watching the news lately, the Supreme Court has overturned this Roe versus Wade. They called it a landmark decision. And basically, that decision of Roe versus Wade, it gave women in the United States of America the right to decide whether they wanted to have an abortion or not. But now they overturn that, taking the rights away from the women. And that's what the people are upset about. Okay? And that just leads to more confusion, which is what Babylon the Great is known for, confusion. And that's why this place is going to be destroyed, because they bring about confusion. And we know the scriptures tell us, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, he's not a power of confusion. Okay? And you can see some of the pictures. I'm going to blow them up a little bit. You can see that. See, that's just what's spoken of in 2 Ezra chapter 15, which I'm going to read that precept. Sedition of men. Look at that. You can see a woman being arrested, police officers, women holding signs up, men holding signs up. See, it says New York City, Los Angeles, okay, Washington, D.C. You see? And I got a precept here for that. Because what I thought about when I saw this, one of the first precepts I thought of, the first precept I thought of was 2 Ezra chapter 15, and I'm going to jump straight to the point. I believe it's verse 15. Verse 15, 2 Ezra 15, verse 15. It says, Salakia. I start at verse 15. It says, for the sword, which is the modern day gun, and their destruction draweth nigh, which means near. And one people shall stand and fight up against another, and swords in their hands. Is that not what you see right here? People fighting one against another. You know, you have the Supreme Court made this ruling. So now you have the President of the United States, creepy Joe Biden. He's against that ruling. He wants Congress to not pass that. This Roe versus Wade ruling that the Supreme Court made. You see, you have the Department of Justice is against that. So they're basically saying they're not going to support that decision made by the Supreme Court. That's what the head of the Department of Justice said. I saw he was on the news this morning, and that's what he said. So that's basically, as 2 Ezra chapter 15 verse says, one people shall stand up and fight against another. That's prophecy right there coming true. It says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. That's sedition among men and women. It says, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, which their kings and princes represents their political leaders, the government, okay, the president, the governors, the mayors, the politicians. They shall not regard them. They shall not listen to them. And that's what you see right there on the cover of the Post. People saying, we're not going to listen. The women and men are saying they're not going to listen to that. They're not going to obey that ruling. And that's what they shall not regard their kings nor princes means. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So you see, this is all prophecy coming true through the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. You see? I'm going to go back to that front page. And seeing this, for those of us who are in the know of what's going on behind the scenes, so to speak, we know this is all prophecy coming true. This is all being stirred up by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and this is all indications that we are living in the last days. Okay? Even some more headlines. Look at this. 2 dead, 14 injured in mass shooting at gay club. And if you ever want to find out what's going on around the world, if you want to see how fucked up Babylon the Great, aka America, is, with all the signs and the indications letting us know that we are living in these end times, go to the cover of the New York Post. That's all you got to do. But you know what? I'm going to stick with this story because I don't have too much time. I have another precept, and then I'm going to end it on that. This is 2 Timothy. More prophecy that we're living in the last days. More indications, things you can look for with your physical eye to see that we're living in the last days. 2 Timothy chapter 3, starting at the top. The dangers, see the heading? The dangers of the last days. And this was the Apostle Paul sent this letter to Timothy. He said, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. And what does that word perilous mean? Let's look it up real quick. This know also that in the last days, we know last means end, perilous times shall come. Let's see what perilous means.
Strong's G 5467. Halipas. Halipas.
Halipas. It says hard to bear, troublesome, dangerous, harsh, fierce, savage. You see? In the last days, perilous times shall come. I'm going to highlight the rest of this, Salakia. It says, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, disloyal. You see, the NLT version says people will only love themselves and their money. We see that today. They will be boastful and proud, scoffing at the Most High, disobedient to their parents, and ungrateful. They will consider nothing sacred. And look at verse 3. They will be without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. And we see all these things today going on at the highest degree that they've ever gone on. Rape, robberies, murder, crime is up, killing is up, school shootings are up. All of these are signs of the last days, But as I said, those of us who put our faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, this is what we should be doing. Let me see. I'm going to just go to Proverbs chapter 3, and I'm going to go to verse 5 and 6. And then I'm going to end it on this. Because when we see all this stuff going on around the world, all these terrible things, this is what we should do. Those of us who put our faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. It says, verse 5, Proverbs 3, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. So the point is to trust in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai with all your heart and with all your mind. I just have another precept just came to mind. This is Isaiah chapter 33, and verse 6, right? And this is what you're going to need to survive these times, to get through these times. The famine is coming. You know what I'm saying? More pestilences, death, and destruction. This is what you're going to need to get through it. Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. What wisdom and knowledge? The wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, which you can only get from these scriptures and understanding these scriptures through the Rakak Wadash, the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay? If you don't have this wisdom and knowledge, if Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai hasn't blessed you with this wisdom and knowledge and understanding of these scriptures, which are his words, his instructions, his directions to keep you strong out here, then you're not going to survive it. It says, in strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. First and foremost, you got to have a fear of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, because that's the beginning of wisdom. That's the foundation of our faith. Okay? And I read it once again, Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. And that's the wisdom and knowledge from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, which is understanding these scriptures, you know, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is his treasure. So that's pretty much all I got. I just wanted to bring that out real quick, Zalakia, because it was on my mind. And so Lord willing, this was edifying and magnified and glorified the name of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. On to the next one, Lord willing. Shalom.